Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day. Today I'm going to go over the 5 must-have rod and reel combinations for a bass fisherman. Now I know some of you guys are just getting into bass fishing, or some of you guys may be transitioning from panfish fishing into bass fishing, and you want to know what rods and reels you should have that can cover every single technique. And I feel like these ones will help you catch fish in any situation that you're presented with. Now this lineup may vary depending on the person, depending on where they live or what they like to fish, but this is the rod and reels that I recommend that I think will help you with any technique that you are faced with. So first off, everyone has to have a spinning combo in their boat. It is essential, it's a staple. I recommend a 7-foot medium fast action rod. This is a good all-around rod for spinning applications. With it, I recommend a 2500 to a 3000 size reel. On it, I recommend a 15 to 20 pound braid to an 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon leader. If you're just getting into fishing, I recommend monofilament, 10 pound monofilament, so you don't feel bad when you're cutting monofilament off because it is cheap. And if you don't want to use a braid to a fluorocarbon leader, I recommend just using straight fluorocarbon, about 10 pound. With this rod and reel, you're able to throw pretty much anything. You can throw drop shot, you can throw like crankbaits, you can throw shaky head, tubes, inline spinners, really light jigs or Texas rigs. You can throw wacky rigs, you can throw weightless worms, pretty much anything that you can't throw on a bait caster because it's too the bait is too light. You can throw on a spinning rod and reel. So the next combo I recommend is for crankbait fishing. I recommend a 7 to 7.3 medium to medium heavy power rod with a moderate tip. The moderate tip is very important. It gives a little bit more give in the tip of the rod, so you're not ripping the treble hooks out of the fish's mouth. I used to use a fast action rod instead of a moderate action rod, and I can tell that I have been bringing a lot more fish to the boat with the moderate action rod. For the reel, I recommend a 5 to 6 gear ratio reel with 10 to 12 pound fluorocarbon. So I have a medium moderate rod and the max lure weight is 5/8 of an ounce. I can throw anything up to a DT10, which dives to 10 feet. I wouldn't throw anything that dives deeper than 11 or 12 feet, just because this is quite a light rod and it wouldn't handle the deep cranks at all. But let's say you go with a 7.3 or 7.2 medium heavy moderate action rod, you'll be able to handle heavier baits, therefore you'll be able to handle crankbaits that dive a little bit deeper. So my next rod and reel combo is for spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, swim baits, that kind of stuff. I'd recommend a 7-foot-ish rod, medium heavy power, moderate fast to fast action tip. This way you can get a pretty precise cast, yet get a long cast. This is a really good all-around rod. You'll be able to use this kind of combo for a lot of different things. For the reel, I recommend a 6 to 7 gear ratio, and for the line, I recommend 12 to 17 pound fluorocarbon or 12 to 17 pound copolymer. I'm using 15 pound copolymer. The line diameter will depend, of course, on what you're fishing. The next combo that I'll recommend for a person is an all-around Texas rig jig frog fishing combo. I recommend a 7-foot to 7.3 medium heavy to mag medium heavy. Of course, this will depend on what kind of cover you're fishing. Say you live in Florida, you may want to go with a mag medium heavy or heavy with a fast action tip. As for the reel, I would go with a 7 gear ratio plus, so 7 maybe 1.76 or an 8/120 if you can get your hands on one of those. And for the line, I recommend 40 to 60 pound braid. Of course, it'll depend on what you're fishing. I have been using 40 pound braid for the past 2 years and haven't had an issue with it. This season, I'm actually going to go with 60 pound braid. Some people would rather fish the fluorocarbon leader because they think the fish can see the braid and they lose bites like that. If you're going to fish with fluorocarbon, make it 17 to 20 pound fluorocarbon. And if you're going to be fishing frogs with this combo, take off the fluorocarbon leader and fish straight braid because frogs are topwater bait and you don't want to fish topwaters with fluorocarbon. So my last rod and reel that I recommend, number 5, will depend on where you live or what you like to fish. So say you're more of a multi-species fisherman, or you fish up north, or you fish in clear water, pressured water, or you prefer to fish for smallmouth, I recommend another spinning combo. The exact same spinning combo that I recommended before. 7 foot medium, fast action rod, 2500 to 3000 size reel. The exact same combos I recommended before. You may want to go with a medium heavy if you'd like, but I would say that a medium is a really good all-around spinning combo power. And if you live down south, or you live in Florida, or you're fishing for big fish, or if you have a lot of covers, say mats, or a lot of bushes, a lot of laydowns, a lot of heavy grass where you can flip and pitch into, I would recommend a flipping and pitching combo. So for the rod, I recommend something over 7.4 to an 8 foot. Right here I have a 7.6 rod actually. As for the power, a heavy or an extra heavy rod, and for the action, a fast or an extra fast action rod. This is you want this rod to be a broomstick so you can haul the bass to your boat. As for the reel, you want the gear ratio to be over 7:1. You want a faster gear ratio so when you hook the bass or the fish, you can reel them in really quickly to the boat so they don't get you wrapped around any more nasty stuff. As for the line, I recommend 60 to 65 pound braid. There's no way you're going to be breaking off 60 to 65 pound braid. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. For you guys that are just growing your arsenal, hopefully you guys learned something new. Hopefully you got some tips from me. If you guys have any questions, any feedback, please leave them down below. If you guys liked the video, please make sure you like the video. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do. It'll help me out a lot. All my social media is down below. All my discount codes are down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.